When a franchisee is contemplating buying a franchise, number one, they should take advantage of experts if they can to review the document with them. But some things that they should look at, in particular from the financial point of view, are the financial disclosures offered in the franchise disclosure document. One of the key things that's present there is the franchisor's income statements and balance sheets, which are required to be audited. Now, when a franchisee looks at a franchisor's balance sheets and income statements, there are some things that they want to pay particular attention to. One of the things is if there are substantial liabilities owed to the franchisors or franchisor insiders, because that's usually a sign of a certain level of gamesmanship that may give pause before a franchisee wants to invest. There are some liabilities that could be considered good liabilities and some liabilities that could be considered bad liabilities. For example, an item on a franchisor's balance sheet denominated deferred franchise fees looks like a liability, but in fact it's generally a sign that a franchisor is quite successful, is selling franchises, but they have not yet opened. The only reason that it shows up as a liability on the balance sheet is because of a rule under the Financial Accounting Standards Board, which says that a franchisor has to carry that as a liability until the unit opens. And there are some franchise systems where there's a substantial gap in time between when a franchisee agrees to purchase a franchise and when that franchisee actually opens its unit. For example, I was involved with a franchise operation that requires its franchisees to find space with 12-foot ceilings. Now, 12-foot ceilings are not that easy to find, especially not in convenient areas where people will send their children. So this particular franchise system has found that it takes almost 2 years between the time that a franchisee signs up and the time when they're actually able to find space and open. So for that 2 years, even though the franchisor has that money, is able to spend that money, and is free to use it in any manner they like, still the accounting rules provide that it will show up as a liability on their balance sheet. So a savvy expert or a savvy franchisee will know that that's not a real liability and it's not a genuine source of concern. There are items like that on a balance sheet that require a franchisee really to go over these items with someone who has that kind of expertise and can explain what are good liabilities and what are bad liabilities.